Clouds around, and the track surface was cool relative to the way it is now. Now we have no clouds blocking the sun. The racetrack has got to be slippery.
Emerson Fittipaldi comes out alongside Tom Sneva. Sneva's down in the order right now. He is currently running in 5th place, so he goes another lap down. And let's go to the pits now. Bruce Jenner.
Thank you, Paul. With me, Jeff Brabham. And Jeff, you really ran into some problems out there. The car qualified so well in the 2nd row, and then all of a sudden it looked like it was electrical.
Yeah, unfortunately, the car suddenly took to eating the spark boxes, and the engine cut out the first time, luckily, as I was coming out of the corner onto the straight, so I was able to coast down. But the second time, I couldn't coast back to the pits, so we were out of the race. It was a shame.
What about the Mario Andretti and the Bobby Rahal incident? Looks like you just couldn't do anything.
No, I didn't know anything was going on, so suddenly I had a big bump up the rear, and it just spun me around. So, you know, I don't know what happened there.
Well, an unfortunate day for you, but you'll be back at Cleveland. Good luck.
Well, we'll be back, and we're running up front, so I'm happy. Lady Luck can't keep against us all the time.
All right, let's go back to Paul Page.
Jeff Brabham, and we thank him for carrying our camera car to the point that he did. Almost got it in the lead. Out of race, of course, Roberto Moreno had an accident early on as the first car out. Garza with an engine problem. Mario Andretti, you saw the accident. That same accident also took out Bobby Rahal, though Rahal tried desperately to stay in the race and ran a few extra laps. Jeff Brabham, part of the same accident. A.J. Foyt, his gearbox finally let go on his machine. So there are the faces. There are the men that are now spectators here at the Meadowlands. This is the man that leads, Emerson Fittipaldi.
Yes, and he's certainly doing a good job. But he knows right down deep that he still has to make a pit stop, and he's going to have little Al pass him then, so I imagine they're doing a lot of thinking about what's going to happen.
Here's the dad. Here's Big Al. He is currently running in 5th place, and he's about 29 seconds behind what is a static battle for the lead right now. Emerson leads it, and Al Unser Jr. is in 2nd place.
Well, you know, really the way it's going to turn out is Al Sr., Big Al, is going to end up a lap down when everybody ends up making their pit stops, because little Al is for all practical purposes, going to be in the lead if the cars don't conk out or anything, because he's made his pit stops and Emerson has yet to make one. Hope that didn't sound too confusing.
All right, there is a report now coming in that the Penske crew, supposedly, we haven't confirmed it, Gary Gerald to be able to confirm it in just a moment, as we watch the Penske crew, Chuck Sprague and the Sullivan crew going to work on Danny Sullivan's car. But the claim was that a kart tech person might have taken something off of Al Unser Jr.'s car, which they might protest. We'll try and follow up on that story as well. Routine stop for Danny Sullivan. Of course, he is not truly in the competition. He runs in 13th place. The man that is the leader is this 2-time world driving champion, back rejuvenated in IndyCar racing. It is Emerson Fittipaldi.
Another interesting thing is Danny Sullivan has really been the fastest car on the track for lap speeds, but it doesn't do much good.
Doesn't matter at all. He fell so far behind the lead of the race. Fittipaldi leads, and the Unzers, Jr. and Senior, are 3rd. We'll be back.
Mario Andretti, get into the habit of buckling up each time you get into a car. Not on just those long trips, because half of all traffic deaths occur within 25 miles of home. Remember, your life is your responsibility.
The preceding message has been furnished by Championship Auto Racing Teams.
76 laps complete of 100 scheduled. We watch Emerson Fittipaldi, started in 5th, currently is the leader here in the 2nd Grand Prix at the Meadowlands. 2-time world driving champion, wonderful man out in front of the field. The 2nd place man is the number 30 car. That is Al Unser Jr. And the 3rd place car is the 5th, the number 5 car, which is his father, Al Unser Sr. So 1, 2, and 3.
You know, if we remember back just a little bit, Emerson was complaining about car handling. But I would say right now that he doesn't seem to have any. He's leading the race quite easily. Of course, little Al has made his stops, and Emerson hasn't.
All right, let's take a look at this. This is videotaped earlier. We were talking about was something taken off of the car. Watch the official. He was down feeling the front section of the car. What's he doing, Bobby?
Well,
pulled off a brake scoop.
Well, it looks like he just had something broken off the car and was taking it off. It could have been a brake scoop that was hanging loose.
All right, what is it legally? Should he have done it?
Yes, there's nothing wrong with it. For safety, he just pitched something out of the way. I don't see anything wrong legally with that.
So you would interpret that as an action for safety and not work by an official on the car?
Definitely not, because it was laying loose. because otherwise he couldn't have pulled it off.
All right, if that is true, then it's not protestable, because that official can do anything that he wants to do if it's going to make it safer.
Safety.
Let's go down to the Penske pits in just a moment. Bruce Jenner is working his way down there to try and get Roger Penske's opinion. Let's go to Bruce Jenner now.
Right now I'm with Roger Penske. And Roger, what exactly happened with the Al Jr. car?
Well, when the car came in, the front air duct was hanging down, and the official started working on the car. It would have taken him another 5 or 10 seconds to take that off. So I just asked him, you know, where they can do that in the rules.
Have you filed a protest, or are you just thinking about it?
No, I wouldn't file a protest. I just think they have to decide what they have to do.
All right, thank you very much. In just a minute, we're going to move right over here because we got Danny Sullivan. Danny, could we talk to you for 1 second? Unfortunately, you started off so strong, Danny, and then it looks like you just touched Mario's left rear tire and knocked out that front spoiler.
Well, I did, but it didn't seem to bother it, and it just knocked it askew and down a little bit, and it later came back to require a pit stop. But you know, it was kind of a silly thing. I thought I had a little run on him there, and that he might break a little early. I didn't expect for him to do it quite like that. And then
what happened in the spin?
Just somebody shut the door, not paying attention to the blue flags. There seems to have been a lot of that out there. And
you just got out of this. All right, tell you what, we're going to go back up to Paul Page right now. Thanks, Danny.
Okay.
All right, Danny Sullivan frustrated. Let's go to the other bin to the pits. Gary Gerald.
Well, we're standing by at the Emerson Fittipaldi pit. As you can see, the crew has come over the wall. They're anticipating that Emerson will bring the number 40 car in for routine service, but of course he's going to have to relinquish the lead. We'll stand by for that moment, Paul.
That beautiful woman right behind Gary Gerald is Teresa Fittipaldi, his bride. And did you see the look on her face? Come on, Emo. There's Christy Brinkley and Alan Nerab. Christy, of course, is a great follower of Danny Sullivan, one of his biggest fans, and they're now talking over their disappointment. Emerson Fittipaldi, we anticipate a stop. Lap 79 now complete by the leader. Fittipaldi should come in. He would, of course, be making his last stop in the race. They talked earlier about a handling problem. It doesn't seem to be affecting the car at this moment.
No, I don't think so, and I really don't think we're going to see anything from that problem between with little Al and the stuff taken off. There comes Emerson in the pit right now for his last pit stop. Let's see how fast it's going to be here, Paul.
Let's go to Gary.
All right, Emerson Fittipaldi in the pit. They're looking at the steering wheel. We got a thumbs up from the crew chief in front of Emo. His eyes flash this way. He's watching for the signal. It's fuel. They are not changing any rubber. It'll be fuel only. They want them to disengage. Finally, Fittipaldi pulls away, but it was a little bit longer than the crew chief wanted.
All right, there's a new leader as Allenser Jr. picks the lead up on that stop. What I think may have happened there, that little bit of confusion, they really only wanted a timed stop. They only wanted to put enough fuel in to get to the finish. And the refueler is apparently just a little bit long. So now the lead changes once again. It is Allenser Jr. that leads, Fittipaldi second. Al Sr. is in third. We'll be back at the Meadowlands right after this message.
Second.
We are back live at the Meadowlands as you are watching Al Unser Jr. in the 30 car leading this race and perhaps on his way to his second IndyCar victory, his first of this season. The first one coming 1 year ago at Portland. And here is a fight that has been going on for some laps. Bobby, we've taken great joy in this. It's a battle for third. That's your brother, Big Al, in third. And that's Michael Andretti pulling down and getting around Big Al.
Yes, that battle's been going on for a long time, and I've been kind of watching it, and really, it's between Emerson, clear back now to Al Sr., and it's been a real good race.
So a terrific fight, second, third, fourth place, and it is Michael Andretti moving up now as Michael comes up to third. Remember, he started 19th in this race. What a wonderful drive for him.
It's his type of racetrack, and we know that Michael's he's really a good, young, upcoming driver, and got a beautiful future that he's looking at.
Nice young man, too. Very polite. His father, that Italian, really put some Italian discipline there. He's a very polite, very well-mannered young man. And he is in a position to win his first IndyCar race. He's certainly within striking distance of the leader.
He had trouble with his car during practice and qualifications. That's where he didn't qualify good. He just couldn't get the chassis set right. So it looks like they took a gamble or a chance or a guess and really got it working good for today.
Once they got the green flag, he got moving. He is now running at the front of the field, and he is showing Big Al the way.
Well, remember one thing now, Big Al's got a little bit of experience. He's not going to just let him off too easy.
There's second place, Emerson Fittipaldi, 29 seconds behind the leader, and only about a second and a half in front of that battle that we have been watching through the past few moments. Just really about 200.